AdCaps does psychoeducational workshops around the campus on everything from substance use and violence prevention and sexual decision making. Students are provided enough information about high-risk issues such as substance use and sexual decision making, and even just knowing how to socialize on campus in a healthy way. These are skills that are not necessarily taught to students before they get to college. In addition, AdCaps puts on outreaches such as booze, sex, and reality checks. For the booze, sex, and reality checks outreaches that we'll be doing during the week of welcome, we'll actually be gearing those outreaches towards incoming freshmen. And these students can attend these outreaches through their residential halls or through the Greek community recruitment process. When students go through an outreach such as booze, sex, and reality checks, they learn effective ways of how to count their drinks, how their drinks are actually processed in their body, and how they might respond based on however much alcohol a person consumes if they choose to consume alcohol. We don't simply want to just provide information for information's sake. We also want to make this as realistic as possible so that students can actually apply this in their social situations on a daily and weekly basis. Now, most students usually pour to this line right about here in this red Solo cup, right? But the thing that most students don't realize is that when they pour to this red line, most students' impression is that this is considered one drink. This measuring cup right here, all of these measuring cups that have this blue line right here, that's actually considered one standard drink right there. That's definitely not one standard drink. That's actually more closer to 3 or 4 drinks. But most students have the impression when they pour to this line right here that they're consuming one standard drink. Let's check out this what we call a blood alcohol level card, or a BAL card. It helps you to determine how many drinks a person is having across the span of a time, so they can also determine what their blood alcohol level is. Typically on any given night, students would have maybe several of these cups. So let's say Joe had actually like 4 of these cups, right? And we're still filling it up with hard alcohol to about this line where most students usually fill this up to. Well, if you do the math, that's basically 4 of these cups times 4 drinks in each one of those cups. So that's actually 16 drinks that Joe had in one night. When we're doing these outreaches, we might hear students come in and maybe have this perception that, oh, we heard that WSU is a party school. And so that's another misconception, a perception that we dispel because it's not actually accurate. Actually, 20% of WSU students actually have not drinking alcohol in the last year, or don't drink alcohol, or don't drink at all. The amount that students actually party at WSU or socialize and consume alcohol is actually consistent with most colleges and universities across the nation. We have found that the results, in general, the results from the booze, sex, and reality checks program from last year have been highly effective in reducing students' alcohol consumption on campus, as well as reducing risk and incidences associated with alcohol use.